Hey everyone, 95 Fathoms here, and welcome to my Gen 2 hunt for my Rhydon Quest, in which I'm hunting for Rhydon or Rhyhorn in every unique game across the Pokemon series. If you've watched some of my older videos, you might have seen one errant, quote-unquote, phase I had for this quest back a long ways, but as I explained in that video, I'm considering that shiny its own entity and starting fresh here for a few reasons. I'm now hunting for Rhydon on 2 physical cartridges of Crystal rather than on VC, and I've got them set up on capture cards, so I get a proper recording of it, and I'm actually going to be hunting at the right time this time, so I actually have a chance of getting my target. The other thing that's fresh about this is that I'm not just random encountering and hoping for either the 30% Rhyhorn or the 5% Rhydon. I'm specifically targeting Rhydon itself with a repel trick. I went back and forth on this, but it's only possible to target Rhydon specifically for about half the hunts in this quest, and as I've restructured it and sort of freshened it up, I've just decided it feels more in the spirit of the quest to find the shiny as Rhydon when possible. So to explain the setup of this hunt, obviously you can see here that I'm right outside of Victory Road, which is where this hunt will occur. In Victory Road, that is, not outside of it. I've set the game up so I'm saved out here to prevent the mistake that I made in my one-off phase a while back where I set the clock to the wrong time, because Rhydon only appears during morning and daytime, not nighttime. And you can't see the time of day inside of Victory Road, obviously, and that's why I failed to catch my mistake before I quote-unquote phased last time. This way I'll see what time of day it is before each hunting session. So after heading into Victory Road, I'm setting up the Pokemon March on my radio here, which is to speed up encounters because this repel trick is slow. With a level 35 repel trick, the encounter rate jumps from a near 5% Rhydon to a whopping 50%, but with that comes only a 10% base encounter rate, which means I'm encountering Pokemon 10% as often as I normally would. So I need all the help I can get. I will probably come to regret this, but in the long run, I think it'll feel a lot cooler to get the Wild Rhydon instead of just getting the Wild Rhyhorn, since the Rhydon is an option here. So anyway, you can getting a little bit of a taste for how slow these encounters are. The repel is obviously already on. Yeah, there we go. There's the encounter finally. So yeah, some of these encounters are going to be pretty slow. There's not my target. That's the other 50%. But yeah, I'm going to dig into this hunt, and I will see you when something shines. Oh my god! Shiny Rhydon! What? What? No way! Oh my god! Okay. Alright. I need to switch over to a single screen and switch over the audio. Oh my god, I cannot verbalize how excited I am about this. I am in disbelief. I am so relieved. I'm so happy. This came after 2,264 encounters, which is pretty fast, but it is blazing fast for this particular hunt with this repel trick, because dear lord, this was miserable. I said in the intro I was probably going to come to regret it. I think I regretted it even before I was done with the intro. It is so worth it to get the shiny Rhydon in the wild. I'm 99% sure I would not be saying that if I phased even once or went over odds or anything. This repel trick is very bad, but I'm glad I stuck through it. There he is. There is shiny Gen 2 Rhydon, finally closing off the, next generation numerically after getting Gen 1. I think it was like a year and not quite a half ago. I think it was last summer. So it's been a while. But I finally got it. I haven't been prioritizing this quest, and I decided that I wanted to focus down the Rhydon generation quest and just kind of get it done and just do it numerically, because I think I was sort of losing motivation to really be working on it from going out of order and just doing it as I felt like it. And then it was like, well, I don't feel like doing it, so, So I just decided I want to clear this out so I don't have so many hunts lingering around in my backlog. Yeah, I'm relieved that I don't have to do this repel trick any longer. Like, it's been a little over a month since I found my last shiny, which was actually also a Gen 2 shiny, because it was my Sneasel. But I've been distracted by other things. Namely, I ended up playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and the Scarlet Violet DLC, the first wave Steel Mask dropped. So I had a couple of things going on. So I haven't really been hunting, and yesterday was the first day I was back to hunting. And I was really feeling how slow this hunt is and my Burmy hatching that I feel like I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. With how long I've been doing it at this point. Which is partially because I'm not consistent about keeping up with it. But yeah, I was really feeling the slowness of it, and thinking about how long it's been since I found a shiny, and so I was really looking for like some relief. And fortunately, this is going to be probably the worst. There we go, finally caught it. This is probably going to be the worst hunt that I have left in the Rhydon Quest. Obviously, there's the caveat that I have to do Safari Zone for both 3rd gen games, for the Hoenn games and the Kanto games. So I guess I could phase a bunch of times on those, but it's Safari encounter, so it's super fast, and it's not like I've never failed a Safari shiny before, so like I'm not worried about that. So this repel trick was really painful, but I already did Gen 1, and I don't have to redo it because I have that on capture card. Yeah. Anyway, so here we have regular Rhydon and shiny Rhydon. I do have a nickname, because I said I've been playing through Horizon Zero Dawn, and so I told myself I was going to nickname whatever Rhydon I got, whatever gender I got, it was going to be either Aloy or Rost. And it was male, so I named it Rost. I obviously already sort of have a Gen 2 Rhydon shiny from my Gen 1 Rhydon, since it's not actually shiny in Gen 1. But as I believe I said in my Gen 1 video, I ended up getting it in the Japanese game, Japanese Yellow, and so that kind of works out because you can't trade between Japanese and English games in Gen 1 and 2 without corrupting your save file. I learned that the hard way, fortunately not from a shiny, but I did learn that the hard way when I tried to evolve an Alakazam. So, he's in my party. So, you know, so I have it in Gen 2 already, but in games that I can't trade over to English games from. So, but there he is. There's Ross. I don't think I got, oops. I'm really flopping with my controlling here. Yeah, I didn't get Pokerus. I have yet to see Pokerus in Gen 2 from all of the hunting that I've done, and I'm not sure if I'm missing something. But anyway, there he is in all his glory. Yeah, I feel like I've been a little bit scatterbrained. With this because it's been so long since I recorded a video. I'm just like, I was not expecting to get it. I was hoping against hope that I would get it, but I was not expecting to get it. I guess being put in timeout made it cooperate. I wish Burmy would cooperate. I think I would wish Burmy would cooperate a little bit more. There we go. There's Onyx. And Ross the shiny Rhydon. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video and this particular hunt, seeing Gen 2 Rhydon, and well, I'll see you in the next Rhydon Quest hunt, as I said in Hoenn, but for now, take care and best of luck on all your hunts.
This free battle is about to get underway. A hot battle involving the hopeful champs of tomorrow has just started. They're eyeing each other warily.